Hi, welcome to another video on Ideas Box. I'm Jimmy, and today's video is another in my series of workshop hints. In this one, I run through plastic container labeling, fixing heat affected electrical tape, and storing threaded rods of varying lengths. Anywho, let's get into it. The storage in my workshop, I like these plastic containers. These segmented plastic containers. Now these are all written on the outside, but where they slide across each other when you're putting them back and forth, what I like to do is, so that doesn't scratch off, if you write on the inside of the lids, you can see that's written on the inside. Look, I'll show you. Look, see, I've just scratched that. That's written on the inside so that you can slide these across them all you like. It doesn't scratch that off. See, that one's quite scratched. That little of that one's quite scratched, but the writing's still there. So these are metric nuts. So there we go. That's all M8 stainless steel, M6 stainless steel, M6, M8, M10, M8 Nylock, M12, 108654, and like I said, that's all written on the inside so it doesn't scratch off. You've got to write it back to front, obviously, which takes a little bit of practice and you'll get it wrong a few times, but yeah, once it's done for a long time. So you just do this writing with a Sharpie on the inside. If you have lots of bits and pieces like I have in my workshop, and you get rolls of electrical tape, and sometimes, these ones haven't done it so much, but sometimes they telescope out. It's like they've been wound really tight in there when they get hot, because it gets quite hot in this workshop. When they get hot, they tend to telescope out. You can just make out, here I'll show you on this little straight edge here. See, it started to telescope out there, and I had a roll that was really bad. It would have been probably, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 millimeters. And I thought, how can I fix that? I knew I couldn't just, just push it down because you'll damage the tape. And I thought, how can I do that gradually? So what I did was, I just set it under this packet of discs. Packet of 125mm cutting discs. And look at that. Perfectly flat. It's been there for about a month. So that works really well. So there's a nice handy workshop hint. If you've got rolls of tape that are starting to telescope out. I've had it happen with duct tape too. So I'll remember that. Now that can go back in my electrical toolbox. And there you go. Nice simple fix for rolls of tape that seem to want to telescope when they get hot. I like to use threaded rod in the workshop for all sorts of things. I think that's 14mm, 10, that's 12, 6mm, 8mm. That looks quite coarse. I reckon that's quarter Whitworth. But the trouble with threaded rod is I also have, just let me pan back a bit, these big long lengths. So that's 1.5 meters. They're meter lengths. And then you always end up with all sorts of shitty lengths. So I'm going to come up with a way, I think, of storing them. Along the side of this shelving here, along there, I'm going to cut this down and then along like that and then back up to make up a short pocket for the shorter pieces. And then I'm going to cut that off and mount that about 1 meter further away, so that the longer pieces can slot it. They'll be unsupported in the middle, but I don't think that'll make a great deal of difference. So let's have a go at that and see how that works. This has been cut for another project, so I'm just going to cut it basically along there, up around like that, and then back along there, kind of like that. And then this piece here I'll cut off probably about there. And I'll cut that all the way around, obviously. And then I'll mount this. I'll drill a couple of holes in this so I can get the extension through for the tech screw bit. And then I'll mount this and then this about probably about that far apart. About that far apart so that it supports the threaded rod fairly well. So that piece is going to go there, and that piece is going to go about there. So let's see how that works, shall we? Put that screw through there first, and then get that through there. Jesus, here we go. Yep, that should be right about there, I reckon. It's not super critical, but it might as well be level. Yep, about there. Oh, hang on. How am I going to do this? So these two kind of odd lengths. So I reckon if I put it, if I put it about there, what do you reckon? I'll put that about there. That'll be fine, won't it? Yep, I reckon that'll work. Well, hang on then. Why don't I do it while I'm here? See if I can get that through there without dropping it. Oh, come on. There we go. So they're about the same height. Yep. I'll just sit that on there. It might as well be kind of level. Yep, that's pretty good there. Stick that through. Okay, so this piece is good for all the short, kind of odd lengths, and all the longer lengths. It's awkward to do one-handed, but there you go. That can go in there. That can go in there. And these two longer lengths can simply go like that. Beautiful. So there's my threaded rod stored. So I've got brass, quarter Whitworth, I've got, it doesn't matter that it's mixed up, you can't really. Normally when you're doing a job with threaded rod you're not in much of a hurry, it's more a case of it's all you need to do the job. So I've got 6mm, 6mm, what's that, 10, 8, quarter Whitworth, yeah. All in there, all in there if I need it. So there you go. That might give you an idea how to solve a threaded rod storage issue at your workshop. The reason I didn't do this with one long continuous piece is because frankly I didn't have a piece large enough or long enough, and this stuff is quite thick walled. It's 100mm and it's really strong, so I thought that would do. I mean, ideally if you had a piece that was 1.5 meters, not 4 foot long or whatever, you could just cut the top out of it and the whole thing would do, but that was what I had, so that was what I used. I think it'll be fine. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you out with an idea for your workshop. Make sure to click like and subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell too. Well, I reckon that's it for today, so bye for now.